Good day, awesome YouTubers. It is Lollyman16 here again for another Dragon Ball Super review. This one is episode 57, Fujimi no Karada o Motsukami, Zamasu, which is God with the invulnerable body, Zamasu's advent, or basically advent of the immortal god Zamasu. That was on Kanzenshuu anyway, for that translation. And before I begin this episode review, I gotta say, wow. It's a very action-intense episode. So much, in fact, and it was great. I will say this episode might be one of the best in terms of action sequences. It was just non-stop action throughout the entire first half. So let's get right into it. We start off with, of course, Zamasu in black looking over Son Goku after episode when he almost used the Kamehameha against him. And basically Goku says like, oh, you're his nakama, you are his friend. And Zamasu is pretty much telling Goku, no, I am not his friend. I am, but basically what I am is, I am his comrade. And then it's kind of some interesting dialogue. I got this all, of course, from Hermes' translation. Zamasu is basically telling Black that, you know, why you fighting in, like, why you look like Goku? He's my prey. And basically Black saying like, I wanted to fight him in this body. Basically, Black is another entity altogether. He's nothing like Zamasu. He's not even controlled by Zamasu. This blows my theory straight out of the window. I thought Zamasu was controlling him or something of that nature. He has nothing to do with Zamasu. I guess it's a completely different entity altogether. So what happens here is they start like a tag battle, and Goku is in Super Saiyajin Buru. He's in his god form. He goes right after Zamasu, but to my surprise, Zamasu blocks it, and he blocks it with this this energy lightsaber type of thing, just like used against the barbarians, the Barbari. So he blocks it. They go for a vicious assault. Black starts attacking Goku. It's basically Goku versus both Zamasu and Black. They both go in, a lot of intense action. Trunks comes in at one point to block Black's attack with his own sword, and really cool action sequences. They did. I forgot to tell you guys, but they did bring in Naotoshi Shida for the animation here. Looks freaking amazing. Really solid movements here. Awesome action sequences. It's basically like a tag battle. This is kind of the tag battle I wanted to see in GT, where it's Goku and Vegeta versus Ice Shenron and Nova Shenron. But here they do it with Goku and Trunks versus Zamasu and Black. And it's freaking awesome. It goes on for the entire run of the first half of the episode. We cut to commercial break at around 12 minutes in. A minute later we come back. After the commercial, there's some dialogue between Zamasu and Trunks. And I almost forgot to tell you that basically Trunks at one point tried to stab Zamasu, and he does, right in the stomach area, but it's almost like a Bleach scene where, remember when Ichigo, he was fighting his Hollow, and he pulls the sword right out of him? That's what happens here. Zamasu just grabs Trunks' sword and just rips it right out of him. Holy crap. Again, this is what the episode title implies, Advent of the Immortal God. So basically Zamasu is immortal at this point. He cannot be hurt. And we see later on in the episode why. Because what happens here is, I'll explain it later. So back to the scene where Zamasu is talking to Trunks. Of course he's giving Trunks, kind of the standard talk of like, the Ningen or the mortals are not worth it, we should wipe them all out, etc., etc. Zamasu also says that his sword has no effect on him, and basically he says to Trunks that this is an immortal body. So it's fitting because he's a god, he's a Kaioshin. So basically, it fits the title, and he's immortal. So, I mean, uh, basically, he's telling them, "Thank you, you've given me this immortal body." And what happens here is Goku tries to save Trunks, but Black Goku comes in with a vicious Kamehameha. Um, Again, very action heavy. He comes in with a awesome looking Kamehameha. Goku comes in, they try to get out the way. But before that, it's almost like when Goku. Remember when Goku he held Raditz in a position where Piccolo could use the special beam cannon or the Makanko Sappo? It's kind of similar here. Zamasu grabs both Goku and Trunks. They can't escape. The Kamehameha flies directly towards them, and huge explosion. A just just a massively direct hit. They both got really injured by this. But Vegeta, they actually Zamasu and Black go up into the sky. They form this. It's almost like a Naruto reference. Where remember in that one movie, I can't remember which movie it was, but um, basically Naruto and his father Minato, they use their Rasengan to create a massive Rasengan. That's what happens here. Black uses his ki and Zamasu uses his ki, and they form it together into this huge giant ki ball, but to no avail because Vegeta comes in and fires a ki blast of his own just before he powers out of Super Saiyan Blue right back to his base form, and huge amount of tension here. I did not think that it would turn out this way. I thought that Goku would beat Black, but no, Black and Zamasu are too much for them to handle. And what happens is they manage to escape. Goku uses his Shunkan Ido or instant transmission, transmits to somewhere else, powers down. Yajirobe comes in to get them out of there, kind of dragging them away and stuff. So basically what happens here is Mai comes in. She actually gets a time machine ready for them, and they actually escape to the past. Spoilers, Vegeta also gets dragged away by Mai. What happens here is the Resistance throws in, it looks like a couple of smoke bombs. They throw it in. Black and Zamasu are distracted for a little bit, and Vegeta is being carried off, and all three of them, they go to the past. But there's a really emotional moment where Mai chose to stay, and Trunks is like, "No, Mai, why are you staying here?" And really great music because it looks like Sumitomo added another soundtrack. This is a soundtrack I've never heard before. It's really mellow. Great soundtrack here as the time machine is building up to go back to the past. So we go back to the past. Present Trunks sees them all injured, calls Bulma, of course. And then we have a cutaway to what seems like Universe 10 again. We have a cutaway to Gowasu and Zamasu. And basically what happens here is, it looks like, it's funny, Zamasu is watching, actually I should say re-watching the fight between Goku and Hit in the Universe 6 tournament. And he's basically seeing his moves, how he can go to Super Saiyajin Blue with God Ki. And Zamasu's kind of wondering, wait a minute, why does he have God Ki? He doesn't know about Super Saiyan Blue. He doesn't know about that. And then he sees these Super Dragon Balls, asks Gowasu about them, and he tells them all their Super Dragon Ball, their Super Dragon Balls. So what happens here is at the last sequence of the episode, Zamasu goes to Zuno, which I didn't think we would see Zuno-sama again. He goes to Zuno and basically beats all of his minions or whatever, and goes to him and asks about Super Dragon Balls, and that's where we leave off this episode. Holy crap. Next week we get Zamasu and Black, the mystery deepens. We still don't know who Black is as of this episode. We still have no idea. Amazing episode in my opinion, awesome action sequences, and wow, this mystery of Zamasu and Black thing is going really far. I think I will make a prediction for this episode because we learned a little bit more about, how Zamasu becomes immortal and who we might think Black is. So basically, the next episode preview, I should say, Herms just came in with his translation. Basically, Goku wants to go back to the future, but Whis is telling him Zamasu asked Zuno about the Super Dragon Balls and anything. So that has been my review. Awesome episode. I didn't really find much flaws with it. Amazing in terms of tension here, and I can't wait to see what's next. So stay awesome, guys, and have a good one.